In this video, I'm going to be going over Trippie Redd's best and worst song from every love letter to you. Remember that this is my opinion, don't get pressed. Also, my boy AmChann, aka Trippie Redd's biggest fan, will be giving his reviews later in the video as well. Let's get into it. With Trippie Redd's first love letter to you, number 1, my favourite song would be Love Scars. The song that started it all for Trippie and got him in the first real attention. Even though I wasn't listening to rap back then, but going back and listening to this album, Love Scars would for sure be my favourite song from this album, with Polar's 1469 and Limitless also being some of my favourites. But Love Scars is still my favourite song from this album. But my least favourite song from this album would be No Smoke, No Smoke 1400 BC. This just feels like the weakest song on this album, and like one of the only mid songs on this album, and it doesn't really hit as hard as the other songs. And it also doesn't really have that much replay value too, and the feature is very mid too, and it only makes the song worse.
What's poppin' everybody, it's your boy AmChann, and amen. Shout out to my guy NDC for actually allowing me to actually hop on this freaking video, man. And basically, my guy NDC texted me and was like, bro, AmChann, what is your favorite and least favorite song off of every Trippie A Love Letter 2 album series? And then I was like, bet bro, I definitely got you. And first of all, looking at the first album that Trippie has ever dropped, the album that started everything, that being A Love Letter to You 1, my favorite song off this album has gotta be Love Scars 2, featuring the late Chris King and Antonio. And this song definitely has a special place in my heart, because this was actually one of the first songs that made me a fan of Trippie. And the way that Trippie expands his freaking vocals on this song is actually insane, bro. Like that ooh, that is so tough. And combined with Chris King's amazing lyrical abilities, and the Cole Bennett video to the song as well was also super iconic for sure. And then moving on to my least favorite song on this album, bro, is honestly gotta be Those on 14th featuring Black Jesus. Now amen, I honestly wasn't always a big fan of this song. The feature from Black Jesus was honestly not the best, man. Definitely was not needed whatsoever. And the song is definitely a little vibe, but do I see myself actually going back and actually playing this song? Yeah, no, bro.
Moving on to A Love Letter to You 2 by Trippie Redd, which is probably my least favourite Trippie Redd album in general. But my favourite song on this album would be Back of My Mind. Trippie Redd's verse is amazing, chorus is amazing, the features are amazing. The features on this song are some of the only good features on this whole entire album. But my least favourite song from this album would be I Know How to Self-Destruct. Like I said, there's a couple mid songs on this album, but this song would for sure be the weakest song. Just feels like a very mid track. There's not much more to say.
And now moving on to A Love Letter to You 2, man. In some people's eyes is Trippie's worst album. But hey man, going on to my favorite song on this album is definitely gotta be Hellboy, bro. And like Love Scars 2, it's insane the way that Trippie expands his vocal abilities on this song. I remember playing this song while playing OG Fortnite back in the freaking day, man. So it definitely holds a special place in my heart for sure. And it also kind of has that raspy kind of voice from Trippie, which I definitely fuck with for sure. And my least favorite on this album has honestly gotta be Whoa 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 / Crash Bandicoot and Shell. Now honestly, bro, Trippie's part on this song was definitely catchy, but that feature from Bally Baby is low-key annoying as fuck, bro. And that part on this song, and where Bally Baby says got him pulling on my hair, was so fucking cringy, bro. I'm like, yo, what am I actually fucking listening to, bro?
A Love Letter to You 3 by Trippie Redd. One of my favourite Trippie Redd albums. Top 3 at least. This album has no misses, every song is genuinely fire. It's hard picking a favourite song since I could pick multiple, but my favourite song would be 1400/909 Freestyle. The flow and chemistry between Trippie Redd and Juice WRLD is amazing, one of my favourite Trippie duos as well. This song has such high energy to it, just the whole overall vibe of the song is amazing and has been my favourite since I first listened to this album. Some of my other favourite songs on this album would be Toxic Waste, I Tried Loving, and Loyalty Before Royalty. But like I said, it's hard to pick a favourite song on this whole entire album when I all of them. But moving on to my least favourite song from A Love Letter to You 3, it would for sure be Campfire Freestyle. I know some of you are going to hate on me for this, but it's my least favourite song from this album. I've just never been a big fan of this song. It's still a fire song though. I'd just rather listen to every other song on this album more than this song.
And now moving on to A Love Letter to You 3, in many eyes Trippie's best album ever. After how stacked this album was, it was honestly bro, low-key kind of hard finding a favorite song on this album. But honestly bro, my favorite on this album has gotta be Campfire Tale, the outro to this album, man. Definitely a very unpopular pick, but this song just gives me summer vibes, bro. Imagine driving back home on a late summer night, having the freaking windows down, and this song is blasting, bro. perfect vibes, bro. Definitely a banger song, and my least favorite on this album has honestly gotta be title track A Love Letter to You 3. Now, no question, Trippie again has an extremely catchy verse on this song, but again, it is the feature, that being this time from Baby God. But yeah, man, her verse was honestly not the best, and it just all in all had some corny like, you know, lines, bro, and like, I'm with the gang, pull up if you're feeling risky, I got a Uzi filled with candy, you look a little hungry, open up your mouth, I can put this lead inside of your tummy. Huh?
Going on to I Love ALLTY4, my favourite song being Love Me More. Yes, I know this is a basic answer, but this is just the perfect high energy song from Trippie, which is also a love song. You can also be in any mood to listen to this album and song. Also, that OG Trippie Red scream that he did on this song was fire. Some of my other close favourite songs would be Real Feel, You Deserve It, and Hate Me. Now, my least favourite song from this album, it would be The Jungle Book with Lil Wop. I'd say there's a couple mid songs on this album, with this song being one of them, with it being the most mid song in my opinion. Lil Wop being the feature just makes the song worse. Trippie Red's part is actually decent too. If it was a solo song, it probably wouldn't be my least favourite.
Moving on to A Love Letter to You for my personal favorite out of the series. And my favorite on this album has honestly got to be Abandoned featuring Mariah the Scientist. And now I can definitely tell that Trippie was like, for sure in his feels while recording this freaking song, bro, because I could definitely hear the pain in his voice while hearing this song, bro. Like, this actually makes me feel for fucking Trippie, bro. Crazy how amazing Trippie's music turns out, and when he's like, sad or gets like heartbroken or like some shit. And the combination of both Trippie's and Mariah's vocals are actually insane on this song. But moving on to my least favorite, bro, honestly, bro, that it's gotta be definitely kind of like hard, bro. I'm definitely kind of honestly chosen, bro. And honestly, bro, this isn't a bad song by any means, but I feel like it just wasn't needed on this album like at all. Kind of sounds like a love letter to you for a throwaway, and it's just again not a song that I find myself going back to.
So with A Love Letter to You 4, we also got a deluxe with us getting 8 new songs. My favourite song from this deluxe would be I Love You featuring Chance the Rapper. This song has always been my favourite song since the deluxe came out. The chorus is catchy as f, and the verse is amazing too. But my least favourite song from this deluxe would for sure be Even Steven. The song just feels like the weakest song in this deluxe. It's not bad though, like it's decent but nothing crazy. Not much replay value to the song as well. Even when comparing it to the other songs on the deluxe, Even Steven just feels like the song where Trippie Red doesn't put his all into it compared to the other songs. That's just the vibe I'm getting though.
And on to the freaking deluxe, man. My favorite on this deluxe has gotta be I Love You featuring Chance the Rapper. Oh my gosh, man, this song is beautiful, bro. And although Chance the Rapper's verse on this song wasn't the best, Trippie's insane verse on this song definitely outshines Chance and just makes it super enjoyable to listen to. And also, fun fact, Trippie did actually record this song on IG Live, and the process that he went through when actually recording the song, man, that was insane to see. I know I've just been glazing Trippie like these past in 5 minutes, bro, but it's just insane how talented he is as an artist. And my least favorite on this album has honestly got to be OTF Nightmare featuring Dirk and Herbo. Yeah, not the biggest fan of this song. I feel like Trippie's verse on this song does get a bit repetitive with that whole "you ain't gang gang gang, you ain't with us." It is hard, don't get me wrong, but low-key does give me a headache sometimes, bro, not gonna lie. I'd say Dirk definitely has the best verse on this song, and Herbo's verse on this song was honestly not the best.
Now going on to Trippie Red's last Love Letter to You album with number 5, my favourite song would be Trip McKnight. I may be biased because when Trippie first previewed this song, I was a big fan of it and always wanted it to drop. The high energy Trippie uses to make this hype sound amazing. This song should have been a hit in my opinion. Although this song, Trip McKnight, doesn't fit the vibe of this album, it's still my favourite. Going on to my least favourite song from this album, it would for sure be Flowers. This has always been my least favourite song on this album since I heard it, and I've gotten hate for it. Everyone cooks me for having it as my least favourite. Maybe because it's R&B, but I don't know. I f with most R&B Trippie Red songs, but with Brush and Triller being in the song as well, it doesn't make it any better in my opinion. That's just my opinion, don't get pressed. I'd rather listen to Helicopter than Flowers. Helicopter is overhated, it's an underrated track, it's a good song, just, you need to give it a chance. I gotta be the only one that liked Helicopter.
And now on to the final installment of this series, A Love Letter to 5. My personal album of the year of last year, bro, not Amen. My favorite on this album has honestly gotta be Reality. This sounds like a second version of Love Sick on a Love Letter to You 4. Y'all can call Trippie washed, bro, but he recorded this song last year and he still easily has these same vocals that he had back in 2018 or 2019. And this song perfectly encapsulates that, bro. And my least favorite on this album is honestly probably Action, bro. This again sounds like in a Love Letter to You 5 throwaway, but it's still an absolute underrated album, no question. Once again, man, thank you NDC for actually allowing me to hop on this freaking video, man. Get NDC to like 10,000, bro. Anyways, love y'all.
But shout out for AmChann for being in this video. I'm sure you know who he is, but if you don't, his link will be in the description. Check out my channel for more rap videos, like and subscribe for more. It's been NDC, see ya.